Hello students, I am Prasanna. In this video I am going to discuss integers. What are integers? So before going to integers, I want to discuss first types of numbers. Right? Now here, what do you call 1, 2, 3, 4, so on? If anyone asks you to count any things or something, you will start from 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So they are nothing but the counting numbers. So the counting numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, so on are called as natural numbers also. Natural numbers. And it is denoted with a capital N. Right? So when we add, means when we include 0 to this natural numbers like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, so on. So here the new collection will come, right? So when we include 0 to the collection of these natural numbers, we get a new collection of numbers called as whole numbers. And it is denoted with the capital W. That is, W is nothing but the set of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so on. Okay. Now, here, about this we have already learned in lower classes. Suppose, if we put this whole numbers and negative numbers, so together we get a bigger collection of numbers called integers. So integers is a combination of whole numbers and negative numbers. Then we will get another collection of numbers called integers. Now in this video, we are going to learn about integers. Here, introduction of integers now. Here, corresponding to natural numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so on, we create new numbers like -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, so on are called what? -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, so on. Okay, such that 1 plus of -1 is nothing but 0. Next, 2 plus of -2 equal to 0. So on. Here, -1 is called negative of 1. And -2 is called negative of 2. That is, here 2 are called the 2 and -2 are the opposite of each other. 1 and -1 are the opposite to each other. Similarly, -3 is called the negative of 3, and -3 and +3 are called what? Opposite of each other. Okay. So combining these numbers with the whole numbers, we obtain a new collection of numbers which is written as so on, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, so on. Here these numbers are called integers, and integers are denoted with the letters Z or I. Okay, so here the set of integers can be written as -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so on. Here we usually denote integers with Z or I. So, now in this set of integers, children, here what are positive integers? Positive integers are what? The numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, so on. That is nothing but the natural numbers are called positive numbers. And coming to negative numbers, negative integers, -1, -2, -3, -4, so on are called negative integers. Here the number 0, what do you call? The number 0 is simply an integer. It is an integer. It is neither positive nor negative. So 0 is neither positive nor negative. We can also say the definition of of integer as the collection of positive numbers and negative numbers including 0 is called integers, are called integers. Here 0 is called neither positive nor negative. Okay, here the positive integers are also be written as +1, +2, +3, so on. And however, the plus sign is usually omitted and understood, isn't it? If no symbol is there, we will think it as a positive only. So it is omitted or understood. Here we use the symbol minus to denote a negative integer, and the same symbol is used to indicate subtraction also. But the context will always make it clear whether we mean negative integer or subtraction. Here in our day-to-day life, we come across many situations where opposites are involved simultaneously. So in order to express the situations in mathematical terms, we require this negative and positive integers simultaneously. For example, if you represent profit earned by a shopkeeper by a positive integer, then its opposite, that is loss. Loss is represented by a negative integer. Right? So profit is represented as a positive integer and loss is represented as a negative integer. Right? Similarly, if the height of the places above sea level are expressed by positive integers, and then opposite, that is heights below sea level, are represented by a negative integers. And one more example, the loss of rupees 200 in the business, okay, is represented as -200, right? And the profit of rupees 200 is represented as +200, right? Suppose the temperature above 0 degrees is denoted as positive and below 0 degrees is denoted as negative. Like 3 degrees centigrade below 0 is represented as -3 degrees centigrade. Suppose 3 degrees centigrade above 0 can be represented as +3 degrees centigrade. And we are going to learn now representation of integers on the number line. See, in order to represent integers on the number line, we draw a line and a point point 0 almost in the middle of it. Now we set off equal distance on the right hand side as well as the left hand side of 0. On the right side of 0, we label the points of subdivisions as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so on. Right? And here, since negative numbers are opposites of positive integers, so therefore we represent negative numbers in the opposite direction, that is on the left side of 0 in the number line. So on the left side, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, so on. Here, this is the number line for integers. Here we have integers on this number line, and also every integer is represented by same point on the number line. Clearly, if you see 1 and -1 are at equal distance from 0, right? And are of opposite sides of it. Similarly, 2 and -2 are at equal distance from 0 and are opposite sides of 0. And coming to here, as we learn for whole numbers children, the number on the right side will be always greater than the left side, right? Here in the same, like we followed the in whole numbers, on the right side of a number on the number line was greater than the number which is on the left side. Here also we follow the same convention that number occurring on the right side is greater than that on the left, and the number on the left is smaller than that of a right. Here, for example, if you consider 3 and 1, 3 and 1. Here 3 is and 1. Here 3 is on the right side of 1, so we can say 3 is greater than 1, right? And one more example, if you take here 1 and 0. Here 1 and 0. 1 is on the right side of 0, so here 1 is greater. Now if you consider 0 and -1, here 0 and -1. Which is on the right side? 0 is on the right side, so obviously 0 is greater than -1. If you take -1 and If you see here minus 1 and minus 2, minus 1 is on the right side of the minus 2. So here minus 1 is greater. If you take minus 2 and minus 3, tell me which is greater, children, here? Minus 2 and minus 3. Here minus 2 is right side of minus 3. So minus 2 is greater. So here every positive integer, very important point, every positive integer is greater than every negative integer. Every positive integer is greater than every negative integer, since every positive integer is the right side of every negative integer, right? And one more important point is, here 0 is less than of every positive integer, since 0 is to the left side of positive integer. So 0 is less than every positive integer. Okay. Next, one more important is 0 is greater than every negative integer. 0 is greater than every negative integer, since 0 is on the right side of every negative integer, right? And the greater the number, the lesser is opposite. Here for example, the greater the number, the lesser is its opposite. Means in negative number, the greater number will be the smaller number than smaller number. Here for example, if you take 7 is, if you compare 7 and 3, 7 is greater than 3 in positive integers, because 7 lies on the right side of 3. But if you compare minus 7 and minus 3, suppose I am extending here. If you observe which is on the right side, children, minus 3 is right side of minus 7. So in negative number, smaller number will be the greater number. Similarly, minus 5 and minus 2, which is greater now? Minus 2 is on the right side of minus 5. So minus 2 is greater, right? If I sub minus 4 and minus 9, minus 4 is the right side of minus 9. So minus 4 is greater. So in other words, if A and B are two integers such that A is greater than B, then minus A is less than minus B. Suppose if A is less than B, then minus A is greater than minus